Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today not the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with the morning show, or should I call it the afternoon show? So first of all, man, I know Vex say the show they come very late. We actually had a little emergency, so we are never the get issue, so they disconnect our lights. So don't be see what they owe, so let's go solve everything. So I guess they come back now. All right, so let's proceed with the show. Now, the first news on the front burner, and I mean the fact that Gary Neville come as I can talk about the title race, can say for everybody way in the sea. Now only Arsenal, 9C, regardless of say maybe Arsenal they 9 points behind Liverpool, and Liverpool still have one outstanding. Say now only this Liverpool and Arsenal, only Arsenal if it disturb Liverpool for the title race. Arsenal are their biggest rivals because he doesn't think Chelsea are going to go the entire haul. He gets go the length, go the marathon of this league. So Gary Neville names the biggest rivals, so clear favorites, Liverpool, in the Premier League title race. Now, when you read the entirety of this report, after Baba talk about the 6-3 way Liverpool knocked Tottenham Hotspur, where people don't really stay I'm coming, you can say Liverpool are the clear favorites for the title. Man City's drop off has been spectacular. I'm not sure anyone clearly really knows how it's gone so badly wrong. Now, Chelsea had a tough game today, but they are doing well and having a good season. I think the one team Liverpool need to watch are Arsenal. If they can get their tail up and close that gap going on in March and April, because really nobody really take Chelsea serious, but we should take them serious. Because this Chelsea way you see now, you're going to look them like say they be smally jare, what they then get to do with title race. But they win all their games to get. Although Everton don't slow them down small, but we don't really know what is going to happen in the front. And Man City say one more they prepare to come back because I hear Kyle Walker they talk say normal every Christmas they get break. But based on say they get match on Boxing Day, Pep don't tell them say no break for all of now because now they play rugby since. So they go train on Christmas Day, so they go there for training. Yeah, so all things being equal, that one no consign us because we said we get our own different battle we fight with. Now, Dwight Yorke will be one of the pundits out there. Can they slam Arsenal for one big mistake when him feel say Ateta make? Now, what is he talking about? So Dwight Yorke they talk about Alexander Isak. Say in the hear news, they hear say Arsenal 100 million. Arsenal really interested in signing Alexander Isak. But you had the opportunity to bring him in the beginning. You said no. When this boy was playing at Real Sociedad, you could have gone there, bid for him, and he go join you. Because why he go agree to join Newcastle if to say Arsenal placed a deal on the table? You go only join us, get. We had the opportunity, we said no. And now we said the guy don't go Newcastle. Now, because to see how they perform for Newcastle, now we want to go and carry him, make it make sense, and now we'll be paying through our nose. This is not the first time. The same mistake for Kudus, get. We made that mistake also. The same mistake for Gyökeres. We could have gotten him for cheap. 25 million at Coventry City. 25 million. Could have gotten him. Now I want to be paying 60-something million. So when you look at all these things, that's why they blame us say, you could have done better. Yes. Because when you look at the report, they said that was ridiculous, like the way we behave. Dwight Yorke slams Arsenal for not signing 25-year-old star who could have solved our major problem of the striking department. So the ex-Manchester United forward Dwight Yorke has lambasted Arsenal for not signing Alexander Isak before the player's permanent move to Newcastle United. Instead, the Gunners, who are third in the Premier League table with 3 points from 17 matches, have reportedly been on the lookout for a new striker for a while. They are believed to be aiming to strengthen the front line by signing Isak. At the same time, if you read the reports come down, even the Mirror also published it, that Yorke also called the talk say, as it be now, Arsenal need Isak for them to win the league. Now, it doesn't really have to be Isak. It could be somebody else because, no lie, Arsenal cannot sign Isak in January. So that's why I usually frown when I see people make this type of statement like we must do so thing for January. Who will give you in stamp? As look at today now. Can you guys in a club where you feel say go give you Isak for January? And do you know why it is quite difficult to get Isak in January? Isak does not have an exit clause in his deal. The only players will be say you fit sign them anytime when transfer window don't open, whether the club like him or not, as long as the player agrees to join you. Now players will get exit clause for their deal. Once you just follow the player say Alpha, you go join me. Player say yes, senior man. If you sign the team now, I go join you. They'll just go me the club. Alpha, Eddie Howe, I want to trigger this guy deal. They don't have a say. They can't say no. Once the player says yes, club cannot say no because it is enshrined in the contract. Now when somebody comes to trigger this thing, I go. Una sign, I sign. So as it be now, I don't think we can get him. So we should not be putting the Isak name for January signing. That's why I always talk about low-hanging fruits. Alexander Isak is not a low-hanging fruit where you go to sign for January. So you need to use your tongue, count your teeth, and know who they available for January. That's why somebody was telling me, say, make we no go sign Randa Kolomoani. You can't be speaking from two sides of your mouth. You don't say we no get striker. Okay, now bring another body to give us depth. You say no. Okay, what do you want Moko can do now? The low-hanging fruits are Vlahovic. If you get anyone who I no mention, I beg, put up in the comment section. Vlahovic is a low-hanging fruit. Randa Kolomoani is a low-hanging fruit. Ivan Ferguson of Brighton is a low-hanging fruit. People will say, then they are available for January. I know they talk of people they are available for summer. Osimhen is a low-hanging fruit because he has a clause, an exit clause, and he has a compensation package where you go pay Galatasaray in case we trigger that deal. Once you trigger them, pay Napoli their own, agree personal terms with Osimhen, you have to pay 7 million euros to Galatasaray as a compensation for them to scatter the loan deal agreement you then get with Osimhen. So these are 4 players why I know say they are available in January. Victor Gyökeres, don't hear him with the mouth say you know they're available. Although unofficially, we see say in they're available. But at least the 4 will sure for me. I don't mention their name. So if you mention anyone for the comment section where you feel say they I'm just not be talking about people you know say no easy to get. So this Isak, we like him. But Baba, look for the one way you fit chop. You get a bed at hand is worth more than 1 million beds in the bush. You get that I say half for bread is better than none. So now the way me, I take the look at. So all this one where they thought I asked and did that. But mention name where they available. You get so this one you know they're available at all. Now talking about release clauses. Today now we're going to say PSG don't enter the race to sign Nico Williams. Now what will they hear now as of today? Say PSG don't enter the race to sign Nico Williams. Now they say Paris Saint-Germain are ready to pay Nico Williams release clause. They don't see that's what they talk about release clauses. So they are ready to pay the clause according to Estadio Deportivo. Now the Athletic Bilbao star who was on Arsenal's radar over in the summer could be available for less than 60 million pounds. Now Williams will be say don't catch everybody eye for the Euros, and don't forget say Williams also don't talk say if they're willing to leave at the moment, which is why everybody now the reason they matter. So once you go there, pay the clause, and the player agree say won't join you, don't go do the kind of mistake when Liverpool do with Martin Zubimendi. They say you go trigger player clause, you never follow the player talk. Like I don't make sense. I play I know every day club, player go vacation, go flex. That's it. How I don't join you. So if you want to make this kind of deal happen, ensure say it become a success. You follow the player liars, follow and talk, make you know whether a player will even bad on a style of play, whether I like on a project. Don't just go because you have money to flaunt, just go there, go trigger. No. You can trigger it, the player can say, I don't want to. Do you know that you can trigger a deal? The club will say, okay, we sanction. But if player say, no, I know they go, that deal now null and void. That deal don't scatter. So now the player now get the major say. Not even club, you get. Now player must agree. You get so now the mistake Liverpool do. So we must make sure we don't make that type of mistake also. You get. Now another news we'll come here now be say Eddie Howe. Don't come outside, they give everybody warning. Official warning. You get Eddie Howe issues Isak hands-off warning. Now, Eddie Howe is determined to keep hold of Alexander Isak after he netted the hat-trick at Ipswich. Isak, who has been linked with Arsenal since arriving on the Tyneside from Real Sociedad 2 years ago, he said, there is no part of me or anyone at Newcastle that wants to let Alexander Isak go. Howe said, he is very much part of our long-term plans, and personally, I don't see that being an issue. He's motivated and he wants to do well. He has got big aspirations with his career. He's still relatively young, so he has got hopefully a really bright future ahead of him. I know his desire to score goals is second to none. Every conversation I've had about Newcastle concerning his future with him has been very positive. See, two truths can coexist. Yes, the player loves to play for you, but at the same time, for the player to ask you, say, this new contract when they put for my table, ensure there is an exit clause. But sometimes I just add 1 plus 1 equals to 2 for your head. You go down to say, for him to they ask you for an exit clause, he won't create a window of opportunity for himself in case a bigger club like Arsenal come where we say our projects they better than on our projects. We they compete at the bigger. When you look at Newcastle, they are not competing for anything. Newcastle are not competing for the league. They are not competing for Champions League. They are not competing for Europa League. They are not even competing for Europa Conference League. They are not competing for the cups. Because when they talk about favorites to win something, they are not there in the grand scheme of things. That one normally say no office will win the domestic cup. So as a player who have aspirations, like the manager they talk, when you look at all these variables, you say, no, I need the better, I deserve better. I want green pastures. So that is why players like that, they want to, I don't talk ahead, they say they qualify Champions League, not just fluke. Because to say that they're good enough, why they don't qualify again? Champions League will be your mates now. Again, they were fortunate enough to qualify, just like Aston Villa are fortunate enough. And I can tell you for free, next season you're not going to see Aston Villa in the Champions League unless maybe Aston Villa winner. They won't can defend their title. You get? So that is why the boy they request for put an exit clause there. That is why he never signed a new contract. In fact, them no say if they do what's in the talk, put exit clause. Person they will go trigger around because number one, they are not going to put a ridiculous figure as an exit clause. You put something relatively low, something realistic, like maybe 100 million. You get? And people plenty if you afford 100. How much you take by the clients? If you know if you afford, and PSG go scatter everywhere. You get? People plenty. Look, money bust everywhere. So now part of it is where them no one see. So it is what it is. But more just to watch all this money when they want. Nobody go all this one and just cho. Nobody they listen to all this type of warning you get. Now another one we come off me entirely. Now the fact say the Mirror, the report say Ruben Amorim, when the Manchester United manager, they request for Osimhen. Say they sign Osimhen for him next month. You get? Say the Nigerian forward is currently on loan at Galatasaray. You know, say the Osimhen, everybody knows. Say Osimhen mention Man U, mention Arsenal, mention everybody, all the big teams. Say if any of them trigger in deal, saying go highest, they go pay Galatasaray compensation. Now, there was a time we mentioned this thing in the past. I made a statement. I say for Amorim to be asking for Osimhen, it shows something, an underlying factor we will never really consider. It shows in with Gyökeres go run discuss. Gyökeres go run tell and say, Baba, I no go fit join you for summer. On a project no make sense. Me, I want play Champions League. Me, I want to compete. Where they come from? Where they compete for league? Will they win league? So where they go? I want to compete for the highest honors. I don't know that I forget when I mentioned something like that. So now, when you hear say Ruben Amorim, the request for this guy, you go feel like you go be surprised. But don't be surprised because there's another report that came out today that said Ruben Amorim say Gyökeres don't tell and say no, I am not signing for you. Say get another people who are the reason. You get don't support right the point that they make to people and say Sporting Lisbon striker Victor Gyökeres has told Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim that he doesn't want to move to Old Trafford in the summer, according to reports. Now the Red Devils are struggling to score, which is why them now they look for low-hanging fruit because they know that under normal circumstances they cannot compete with Arsenal with this player because we have a better project. It will be crazy if somebody like Arsenal put projects for Gyökeres front, say, Baba, see our portfolio, back-to-back second, last 2 seasons. This time around, we never know where we'll go end, but we'll try to win the league. We are on the up and up. The Manchester United carry their own portfolio, put for in front, back. Baba, they look, waiting, they see there, maybe now Europa Conference League or Europa League. They see that they bottom half of the table. Bournemouth, they knock them 3-0, like, they don't be like shit packer. They get issues, internal issues, and external issues. Why you go join them? So Baba don't read their handwriting on the wall. Don't let them say, oh, forget to say, me and you got a good relationship. Oh, I want my career grow now. So I can't go join people with the hot. You get so now all those kind of things I see. You get because not everything that they come as a tell us for the public domain. Some things they go underground. Well, you know they privy to. You get because I believe say I'm not even going to call them. Follow and talk. At the end of the day, you know work in the favor. That is why in the go for Osimhen because you said thinker. Why will Ruben Amorim be going for Osimhen when they say have Joshua Zexi that they don't want to sell, when they say have Rasmus Højlund that they don't want to sell? So we don't now bring in Osimhen and have all these two different. How they want to do one? Then later in the summer they'll come bring in Gyökeres. Come on, let's call it a spade. I don't see the possibility of all these things happening. But at the same time, no issues. So let's bring the message from our first sponsor of the day. So Moby Wealth Associates and Co Limited, they're one of the sponsors powering this program. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate and fabrication and shop protection works. Then mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on 080-6464-2234, and they're located at number 7 Kenningwell Road, Oreazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, just reach out to them ASAP and they go answer you. Now, away from that, so this Bukayo Saka injury, I don't see many reports. Arsenal on their own will do tests. They never come out and can't give us the test results. So, but some professional specialists, with some kind of doctors, them you get, we deal in all this kind of thing, physiotherapists, them, they don't come out and explain, say according to the things where they see the video of Saka, the way into the whole leg, they do into the limb, you get, they don't bring their own prognosis, their own diagnosis. They don't bring them. Now as the report, one of the specialists say experts explains how long Bukayo Saka could be out for the hamstring injury. Now, when you look at what the experts posted on Twitter from called X now, it said Bukayo Saka left the field early in the first half with a hamstring injury, just like a previous hamstring injury while playing for England. It looked like he did his hamstring while putting a cross in. Hamstring injuries are one of the most frequent and recurring injuries for football injuries. He was seen clutching his lower hamstring muscle here. It's extremely hard to predict the time, length of muscle injuries based on video, but the reaction and the use of crutches points towards at least a muscle strain rather than tightness. You can say this is more likely a grade 1 or a grade 2 strain. Would be very unlucky if he suffered a grade 3, but that is more correlated with injuries higher up on the hamstring. Now, the specialists can't give time frame. If na grade 1 injury Saka suffer from, he go dey out for 2 to 4 weeks. If na grade 2, he go dey out for 4 to 6 weeks. So, but they don't rule out grade 3. So we are looking at grade 1 or grade 2, but we go still wait because ever make another life for now. After I know go come as I can tell you say yes, Bukayo Saka suffer from grade 1 injury or grade 2 injury. No, I tell that I know will not do that. So I think I will tell you say we are still testing, we are still assessing. Later, last we will tell you say yes, it's getting better. It's getting better. We will assess him. We will assess him. We will assess him. Oh, 5 weeks will reach. So more just carry for mind say let's just take and say 1 week or 1 month. That's why I run go check our calendar. Say who and who will they play? We'll play Ipswich. We'll play Brentford. We'll play Brighton. We'll play Man. You play Newcastle. You get these are some of the games. Oh, we involve ourselves. Maybe Saka miss all these games. Who knows? Get, but at least don't be tough. No, I don't see anybody who will be fear for all those people who they play. Get, we'll see rougher. You get, and like I said, as Saka no go there now, the 2 wings go they activated. All road do not lead to one place. Get, so everybody need to step up. So we'll just see how we take activate all these things as we move along. It's just quite unfortunate. Say it don't happen. So Paul Messin also going to talk about this same Alexander Isak. Say Arsenal's £100 million transfer target is another level to Gabriel Jesus. So you can't compare him to Jesus. If he come inside, all those chances Gabriel Jesus they miss, Ajay go score them. And apart from that, he will even create chances on his own because he say, say the guy Gabriel Jesus fine, he don't score 5 goals in 2 matches. People they praise him. But Isak too much. He say, I said this about Alexander Isak at the start of the season, and I'm not changing it. If Arsenal got him, it would have been the icing on the cake. Messi was telling Sportskader. I know Gabriel Jesus scored a hat-trick in the cup game, but Isak, no. Isak is on another level. You get the way the guy they play. He's a very good player and could have caused massive problems to other teams if to say Arsenal don't sign him ab initio when season starts or maybe 2 years ago. You get look at what he's doing for Newcastle, scoring hat-trick with reckless abandon, scoring anyhow. We absolutely want to keep Isak at the club and waiting Eddie Howe. They talk, so they don't get any interest to sell the player. Whoa, Baba, nobody will decide. We will follow player talk for backyard. Even Green will trigger the okay, we don't even get any buyout clause. That is why the guy don't hustle to put buyout clause. But it is what it is. We can't cry over spilled milk. But I wish. So we get Isak. If we not get Isak, not to spoil. Baba, if we manage Osimhen, if we manage Yorke for January, maybe we'll go there. No say Yorke get exit clause. So don't forget. Yorke get £86 million exit clause. We be say I feel say instead of paying 100 million for Isak, why not go to Sporting Lisbon? Even though officially they talk say we don't want to sell, Players they say I don't want to leave in January. I want to help them and win the league. Even the league side, we check with their table, they second do. Blessing and Porto, Benfica don't overtake them. Based on they don't lose form. Since we Arsenal nag them, people just nag them like I said tomorrow already. So go there, trigger that deal, 86 million. Most see what you go up, you get. whether they will say, okay, we don't want 26 million, we want to wait till the end of the summer when we will collect like 50 something million or 60 million. No, I think if we go there, they will collect them. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, let's bring you a message from our second sponsor of the day. So, today's video is also powered by Stina Imperial Collections. So, Stina Imperial Collections are a brand that you can trust for high quality leather products made with original leather, genuine leather. They make products such as belts, wallets, shoes, and slippers. And if you're interested in any of the services, you can call them at 081-3927-3778. So if you're interested, or you just reach out to them, they can do business. Now, the biggest news of the day. Now, the fact say people like Gary Neville, they come out and talk, say, for this EPL, they like this. Only Arsenal. That be the biggest rival when Liverpool gets. Only Arsenal catch them. So even though they regard Chelsea as anything, look at Everton take Chelsea. I do. You just see one kind of struck team. So even know what they talk about when you meet a very, very physical team. When you choke everywhere, tie midfield. Kopama will see road 91. When we play, the other guys see road. But they cannot see anything. I see our eye close. So this Kopama not see nothing. No perform anything. But it is what it is. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think this is a fine place for us to call the show an end. So sorry that the show came late. I had a little emergency. So till I come your way in the evening. So till then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Not get out. All right, guys. Now, bye-bye.